Hello my Whoop friends! Look what Newbeedrone has sent me. A 65mm tiny whoop and new NX69 Nitro Nectar Gold 300 mAh 1 cell HV 4.35 volt ATC Lipos with a newly developed and patented connector from Newbeedrone called NX69. Why the hell is this connector called NX69? Emotional damage. Maybe this connector is called NX69
because you can plug it in different positions.
Well, in any case, we will find out together in this video, my Whoop friends. Oh, and by the way, always use a Lipo condom, also called a Lipo protection cap or Lipo end cap. I'll make a video on this topic sometime soon. Stay tuned. I will try to present to you the performance of the new NX69 Nitro Nectar Gold 300 mAh Lipos from Newbeedrone as best as possible with my many years of experience as a Whoop pilot in this video. How good is this new connector in real life? Is it really as good as Newbeedrone promises us? Can you feel the performance in flight? Can you feel a difference compared to PT 2.0? Is this connector compatible with PH 2.0 connectors? I will try to answer some of these questions for you in this video, and I will try to show you all the details of the NX69 Nitro Nectar Gold 300 mAh Lipos and the new NX69 connector from Newbeedrone, so that you know if you want to try this new connector system in the future. First, let's take a quick look at what Newbeedrone promises us. Newbeedrone has developed the NX69 Nitro Nectar Gold Lipos for 1S high performance whoops. The Lipos are built in the proven folded cells or laminated cell design, which most of us already know. If you don't yet know which cell designs exist, then I recommend the video What Makes a Great Drone Battery? Let's cut some open and find out from Chris Rosser. Link is in the video description. The laminated cell design provides stable voltage and strong discharge. Newbeedrone promises us that the new NX69 connector is fully compatible with PH 2.0 connectors. The peak current tested by Newbeedrone was 26.38 amps, and that is supposedly 4.81% higher than with PT 2.0 connector. According to Newbeedrone, this is a new record for 300 mAh 1 cell Lipos. The NX69 connector is, according to Newbeedrone, made of copper and brass and is said to have 69.6% higher conductivity. Now we know where the name NX69 comes from. So we have already answered the most important question. Furthermore, Newbeedrone promises us an internal resistance of 18.9 microohm. You can find further information on the homepage of Newbeedrone. Link is in the video description. Marketing is a great thing, but we Whoop pilots are interested in the real-life performance, right? That's why I did my best to test the NX69 Nitro Nectar Gold 300 mAh Lipos. Unfortunately, there wasn't enough time to convert the Newbeedrone Hummingbird V4 test whoop to NX69 connector with AWG20 cable. But the PH 2.0 connector on the Hummingbird V4 whoop is not a standard PH 2.0 connector. It has solid pins which are gold plated, and the pins are soldered to the main cable, not crimped. This provides significantly better performance and durability than a standard PH 2.0 connector. I can already tell you that the performance of the connector system, even in this not quite ideal combo, is already very promising as you will see in this video soon. In one of my next videos, I will mount the NX69 connector on a Whoop to test the maximum performance of the NX69 connector system. Stay tuned, my Whoop friends. With every set of 4 Lipos you get an NX69 connector included with an AWG20 cable. The cable is, according to Newbeedrone, directly soldered, not crimped, which provides better performance. I am glad that Newbeedrone decided for AWG20 cable. This way more Whoop pilots can experience how good the flight feeling is with an AWG20 cable. Some time ago I made a video where I showed and proved that there is a difference in the voltage situation between AWG20 and the thinner stock AWG22 cable. Link to the video can be found in the video description. New Lipos always come at a storage voltage which is between 3.8 to 3.85 volts per cell. That means the Lipos are not fully charged. You must fully charge the Lipos before first use with your Whoop. In this case, the voltage of the Lipo after charging is 4.3 to 4.35 volts. Never charge a Lipo higher and never discharge a Lipo lower than specified by the manufacturer. Always check the voltage of new Lipos before the first use. Use a voltage checker for this or a charger that displays the voltage. Some Lipos start charging immediately after plugging into the charger, which is why you can only see the voltage of the Lipo for a short moment. But that is enough to see if the Lipo is full, half full or empty. New Lipos must always be delivered at storage voltage. If you don't use your Lipos for longer than 1 to 2 days, you must also bring them back to storage voltage. And if you don't use the Lipos for a longer period, you must discharge and recharge them every 3 months. To quickly charge your NX69 Nitro Nectar Gold 300 mAh Lipos, it's best to use a 6-volt 1S charger from VFly or GEP-RC, which have BT 2.0 and PH 2.0 ports. And since the NX69 connector is compatible with PH 2.0, you can charge your NX69 Lipos on these chargers. The maximum charging current is, according to Newbeedrone, maximal 0.5 amps, but I'd often charge with 0.6 amps or more. I will make a video about Lipo handling in the future. Stay tuned, my Whoop friends. A video in which I explain why the GEP-RC Woo Charger W63 6-port 1S charger is in my opinion currently the best 1S charger can already be found on my channel. Link is in the video description. The test Whoop I used for the test flights is a brand new Newbeedrone Hummingbird V4 Whoop that I received together with the 12 new Lipos from Newbeedrone. In the following chapters I will show you my test flights with this Whoop in combination with the NX69 Nitro Nectar Gold 300 mAh Lipos. Before the first flight I fully charged the Lipos to 4.35 volts. Use the chapters in the progress bar of the video to navigate through the chapters, or open the video description and then open the chapter sidebar in the description. When watching the videos, pay attention to the flight time, which you can see at the bottom right in the on-screen display, the voltage of the Lipo in flight, which you can see at the bottom left in the OSD, as well as the throttle position, which is second from the left at the bottom. I made many different test flights so you can pick the data you need. All test flights were done in more or less windy conditions and at 18 to 20 degrees Celsius outside temperature. In the last chapter of this video you will find my personal thoughts on the new NX69 connector system from Newbeedrone. My thoughts on the Newbeedrone NX69 Nitro Nectar Gold 300 mAh Lipos and the new NX69 Connector are the following. I appreciate the efforts Newbeedrone has made to create a new connector system for 1S Lipos. The performance of the NX69 Nitro Nectar Gold 300 mAh Lipos was very good in my test flights. However, it is important to know that everything was brand new. The whoop was brand new, the connector on the whoop was brand new, and the Lipos were also brand new. I was aware of this, and you as my viewer should be aware of it too. But despite this, it was impressive how well the NX69 Lipos performed. And that even though the connector pairing in my test flights was not yet ideal. For this reason, I see relatively high potential in the NX69 connector system. I estimate that the performance should be in the range of the BT 2.0 and GNB A30 connector systems, or even higher, just as Newbeedrone advertises. In my test flights, the connector combo I tested definitely felt equal to BT 2.0. Nevertheless, I remain critical and still have some questions. The most important question for me is whether Newbeedrone will also share the NX69 connector system with other Lipo manufacturers. If Newbeedrone is not willing to do that, then there will only be 300 mAh Lipos with the NX69 connector system. And in my opinion, having a proprietary connector system for 300 mAh 1S Lipos would be unnecessary and inconvenient for us pilots. Personally, I want a connector system that becomes the standard for all 1S Lipo sizes. I don't want a separate connector system for every 1S Lipo size. The second question for me is the durability of the NX69 connector system. Newbeedrone told me that the connector system was tested for 500 plug-in cycles without significant degradation. Further or longer tests have not been done by Newbeedrone. That means we as the FPV community must test and evaluate how well the NX69 connector system performs in our everyday use. Time will tell if it becomes a serious competitor to the BT 2.0 connector system. I also see the combination with PH 2.0 connectors on the charger a bit critically. Especially at the beginning, all NX69 users will have to charge their NX69 Lipos on a charger with PH 2.0 connectors. And I fear this may not be optimal for the durability of the NX69 connector. I will definitely soon convert a whoop to NX69 connector so that I can test the full performance of the NX69 connector for myself and for you, my whoop friends. This whoop season will show how well the NX69 connector system proves itself in reality. I hope you enjoyed my video and that you could learn something. Unfortunately, these videos are a lot of work and the costs are not nearly covered by the sponsorship of the material. That's why I appreciate any financial support. You can find the link to my Ko-fi website in the video description. Of course, I also appreciate likes, new subscribers, and most of all your comments. Together we will bring the FPV hobby to new levels. Happy flying, my whoop friends! See you next time on this YouTube channel. New videos are coming soon. Stay tuned, my whoop friends. Some additional information can be found in the video description. Please watch my many other tutorials on this YouTube channel if you want to know more about how to modify a tiny whoop or how to learn FPV flying and racing.